Greetings and welcome to the short video presentation on how we go about installing Metasploitable2 using VMware Player. Metasploitable is an intentionally vulnerable Linux virtual machine. This VM can be used to conduct security training, test security tools, and practice common penetration testing techniques. To begin this lab, the first thing we need to do is download an image of Metasploitable2. And we can do that using the direct link that's in the lab. This takes you right out to SourceForge, and this is where they store this image for Metasploitable2. If you hold down the control key, put your mouse on the link, it'll take you right out. When you get out there, you're going to see something like this, and this is the download site for Metasploitable2. All you have to do is just click on the link, and that's going to take you to the next page, and in just a moment, the download or the save file option will be presented to you. So you don't want to try to open it. You want to go ahead and save the file. Now make sure you remember where you saved it. This file is a compressed archive, and it contains more than just one image. There's not just an image for VMware in here. There's also an image for VirtualBox. So what we're going to do is save this compressed archived file to a location onto our machine so that we can find it later and extract it. Let's go ahead and do that now. So I have saved my download for this Metasploitable archive to my ISO images folder. We can extract the contents a number of different ways. We can just double click it, and we can use File Explorer and to extract the contents, or we can use a third-party archiver such as 7-Zip or Zip itself. If I double click the downloaded archive, you'll see that we have the option inside of the File Explorer to go ahead and extract those files. So I can go ahead and just click on this, and it shows me the path to where it wants to save the extracted files, or I can change that by clicking on the Browse button. By default, it's going to select the location to where the archive is currently located, and it will extract all the contents into another folder called Metasploitable-Linux-2.0.0. If you want to change that, you can click on the Browse button and you can save the extraction to someplace else. I'm going to go ahead and extract, and in just a moment we'll have access to our image that we need for creating an image of Metasploitable up inside of VMware. The files have been extracted, and I now have a folder up inside of my ISO images subfolder that contains all of the images for Metasploitable2. I've opened this up. You can see all these different images. Some of these are for VMware, some of these are for VirtualBox. No need to worry about which file you're going to be using for this creation of the image. VMware is going to take care of that for you. Now that we have our Metasploitable2 image downloaded and extracted, we can begin the actual creation process for this image. We're going to be using Workstation Pro version 14. I also have the player ready to go as well. Now both of these have the same indicator on how to create this virtual machine image. We have open a virtual machine, open a virtual machine. They're both exactly the same thing. But I'm going to be using my installation of the Workstation Pro. Go ahead and close this out. So I'm just going to go ahead and start the wizard. They both use exactly the same wizard. There's no difference. So now I'm going to browse on over to my extracted folder for Metasploitable2. This is my extracted folder. I'm going to go ahead and double click it. Notice that out of all those images, only one of them is suitable for what we need to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and double click that, and the image importation process begins. The image imports very quickly, and once it does, we can go ahead and begin the power on process. So I'm going to go ahead and click power on this virtual machine, and it's going to ask you, have I moved it, did I copy it, or cancel? We can say I copied it. Go ahead, and now Metasploitable is going to begin the process of booting. Metasploitable has completed the boot process, and we are now ready to go ahead and log in. We can just type in msadmin for the username and the password, and it will take us to a root prompt. To shut down our installation of Metasploitable2, we have to be logged on as root. To get to root, we have to type in sudo space su. Now we're going to be prompted for that same password for msfadmin. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. And now I'm logged on as root. Now to shut down this machine gracefully, I have to type in shutdown followed by a time. So I can type in the number 1 and it'll look at that as being 1 minute. So the system is going down in just 1 minute. In this short video presentation, we saw how we go about importing an image using VMware, and we also saw how we go about logging on to Metasploitable2, becoming the root, and then gracefully shutting down the machine. That concludes the short video presentation on how we go about creating an image of Metasploitable2 using VMware, and I hope you found it interesting and helpful. If you have any questions or concerns about this video or this lab, please do not hesitate to reach out and contact your instructor. And I'll see you in my next video.